the Dazzler for nothing. It's not just with his darts that he dazzles Daryl Fitton with one of the stage walk-ons that we'll see all week. A very quiet man away from the stage, but he likes to make an entrance. John Boy Walton up against him, the number 5 seed, with a very tough passage through to the quarter-finals, should he win through.
Yeah, he's a former champion, John Walton, but Daryl Fitton is the seed here, and probably more in form the past year or two. And we would expect, though, still, John Walton to give everything he has. And it should be a very close match.
First set, first leg, Daryl to throw first. Game on!
Well, they've met many times on the county circuit and in exhibition matches, but it's the first time in a Grand Slam tournament that Daryl Fitton and John
59.
Walton have crossed arrows on the oche. A match that I'm told by John Walton, can't bill as a clash of the roses, because Daryl Fitton lives in Stockport and that's Cheshire, and it's not Yorkshire, Lancashire tonight. But we can hype it up, because both players are capable of plenty of that.
Wow, that 180 certainly seems to have affected John.
John Boy Walton with a few nerves before he came out. Said it would be wrong not to have any nerves at all, even if you are a former champion.
60.
There's plenty spending the week here at Frimley Green.
I guess he's not Dutch.
140.
Oh, good cover shot, but Walton not down to a finish, and Daryl Fitton with 16 for double top and a first shot at a double for the first leg.
Yes, that's game shot. And the first leg, Daryl Fitton.
And one shot's all he needed.
John to throw first. Game on.
Lovely arrow straight into double top. John Boy Walton struggling to find that treble 20 in the opening
28.
stages.
Well, a little bit of a let-off there. A chance for John to regroup. It's a regroup.
Much better from the former champion.
96.
3 in the bed. All in the red.
.45.
But despite that maximum, Daryl Fitton not out of this leg by any means. Well, he really does need a treble 20 here.
100.
Showing him how it's done.
140. 41. John, you require 108.
So plenty of ways to go. John Boy preferring Shanghai on 18s and wanted the treble the other side of the wire.
38.
No finish for Darrell.
$97. John, you require 70.
18s. And 20 for double 16. Yes, double 16, level it.
54.
Oh, not missing by much.
John, you require 122.
Well, one thing's for sure, Walton will carry on talking to himself every time he misses the target. Fitton just needed treble 18 to carry on the checkout.
It just sort of deflected from the target. It was on course.
90.
Got that one around.
John, you require 16.
So it's pressurising, but can do little to stop
Yes,
John Boy
that's
Walton
game
here.
shot. And the second leg, John Walton. Third leg, Darrell to throw first. Game on.
Fitton's in determined mood. Third leg of the match, second maximum.
Well, there's been a maximum scored in every leg so far.
140.
Has the potential to be a very close contest. Both players with tons of talent.
Wow. This is looking good so far.
Well, two consecutive 180s, setting up the chance for a possible 9-darter. And there is an air and a buzz
60.
around this lakeside
Darrell
crowd now,
Walton,
because a
141.
full house know it, John. Well, you can hear the groans.
65.
Well, it was a good effort. And it's earned him a good lead in this leg, which is the more important factor.
100.
Well, I'm sure even in the back of Darrell
76.
Fitton's mind there was the £52,000 prize going through his brain. He'll focus on double 8 now, though.
60.
And important that he wins the leg rather than dwelling on the 9-darter. He will be back, of course.
105. Darrell, you require 16.
Double 8. They keep from letting leg slip. Needs double 4.
Yes, that's game shot on the third leg. Darrell Fitton.
Well, he
Fourth
kept
leg,
everybody
John
waiting.
to throw first.
After a blistering first 6,
Game on.
he slipped over the finishing line in that leg. So far, every single leg going with the darts.
100.
Well, this just keeps on getting better and better from Darrell Fitton.
Well, he's had 4 180s in 4 legs. This could be John's second. It is.
Wow. John Boy Walton won't lie down.
45.
6 maximums in 3.5 legs. Wherever John goes, Sally goes with him.
He really needs a maximum, believe it or not, after all the other ones.
140. John, you require 121.
I had to settle for just 2 trebles that time round. Walton with a 1-2-1 finish. Treble 17 needed. So bullseye. Oh, yes.
Game shot and the fourth leg. John Walton. Fifth leg, Darrell to throw first. Game on.
Good little 12-dart leg to hold his throw. Needed it, really. The way Darrell's been stroking the treble 20, a 136 outshot was a good possibility.
96.
Well, plenty of big scores, plenty of doubles as well. And both
100.
players raising each other's game. Because you can either pressurise and bully the opponent into the ground, or you can drag him up, John, and I think that's what Darrell Fitton's done to John Boy here.
Well, a little bit more pedestrian scoring, only tons and such here. Nerves must be in.
100.
Now there is tension, definitely only the best of 5 sets, so every set very important, and they both know it.
180.
Well, it's getting repetitive, but never dull. Walton leaving room for another.
81. Darrell, you require 125.
Well, he could go for bowls. Doesn't really need to. Will he stay there? Well, he's switching to 17s. 18 will leave double top.
85.
And John Boy Walton can do nothing about it, of course. Fresh from his leg with Bobby George, Alistair Campbell in the audience tonight.
Yes, that's game shot. And the first set, Darrell Fitton.
And Darrell
Second
Fitton.
set, first leg, John to throw first. Game on.
Showing the spin doctor how he can perform on the oche. And in no time at all, Fitton takes the first set.
135.
Now there are the averages we have in this match. Darrell Fitton opening up superbly well. And that is overall average, John. Well, most players would bite your arm off for an average of 100.
Yeah, that's very good. And, it's maintaining it. That's a trick.
100.
I mean, he took the first set, but you know, 5 180s and 5 legs. That's very difficult to maintain that kind of momentum. So I'm sure if John keeps playing well, which he has,
28.
he could find a way into this match.
Walton, vastly experienced, of course. But it's the second round that's been his bogey round in 2 of the last 3 years.
Well, he's got the range for sure. 6 and 6 legs of play.
John, you recall 126.
That's high maintenance, isn't it?
It's a treble 19 to leave the bull if he goes for it. He may go for the bull. Try for a 12-dart leg. Yes!
Yes,
well done, John.
On the first leg, John Walton. Second leg, Darrell to throw first. Game on.
I didn't have to go for it, but against the highest scoring Darrell Fitton, Walton has to dazzle himself.
60.
Well, every leg in this match has gone with the advantage of throw so far, in part due to the high scoring.
60.
Look of disappointment on Darrell Fitton's face with that. 45 and a 60. And maybe this is John Walton's chance.
He's not really doing much with it. It's an awkward dart to try and get in there. Well, he's decided to switch.
59.
A wise choice, but probably should have done that before he moved.
Yeah. Well, there's an indication of how these players are raising the level. 8 180s, and we're in the 7th leg of the match.
140.
The promise of many more to come.
60. $125. $100. Darryl, you require 131.
Well, it needs one of those treble 20s he's been hitting so frequently to start it, but it slipped to the 5s, so it's 96 for this one. So back at the treble, and there it is that side. It's left the double, and nothing Walton can do. I shouldn't say nothing. The 180s are obviously.
It's a help.
100. Darryl, you require.
But short of putting Fitton in an arm lock, he can't prevent him throwing for double 18.
Yes, that's game shot on the second leg. Darryl Fitton. Third leg, John to throw first. Game on.
Which is what he needed to do. And so the advantage of the throw is proving all important.
Well, this is the way it's supposed to work. So a break becomes a match winner almost. At the very least, a set winner.
96.
If Fitton could get the first break, it puts Walton in all sorts of pressure. So the longer the advantage is held, the more crucial
45.
it becomes to hold your throw.
Exactly, and more crucial to hold the throw for Walton in this set as he had the advantage. Or does have the advantage.
But how that advantage could slip.
140.
Well, by the way, Darryl didn't get a 180 last leg and broke a streak of 4 consecutive legs with one.
A former undertaker, but it's been no funereal pace so far this evening.
I'm sure he'd like to start another streak of legs with 180s. Won't be this turn.
78.
John needs to get a half-decent score here to try and keep his advantage. It's down to 190. He should stay on the 20s. 170 at the very least.
Well, he didn't listen.
47.
Well, my mistake. I was thinking treble 7 instead of treble 3.
$57.
So 57 from Darryl Fitton. Another treble here from John Walton. Well,
84.
would have put him in
Darryl
command.
require 130.
Just the one treble needed in this outshot. I was going to say it's one of the better, bigger finishes.
Well, especially if you're hitting the 20s as well as
John
Darryl is.
require 100.
Yeah, just slipped into the 5. These things happen, as do bounce outs. It's a treble 20 for John and a double.
Double top. Just slipping under. Walton composes,
80.
reloads, and fires the wrong side of the wire again. Stay up at treble 20. For once, can't hit it.
60. John, you require 20.
Well, Walton with a let-off and a chance to hold his throw. He's going to have to go to double 5 to do it. And has one more dart. So much pressure on that.
10 score.
And maybe it's hold.
You can be certain he'll remember that leg, or this leg, if Darryl hits his double top, and he does.
Yes, that's game shot on the third leg. Darryl Fitton.
And really, John
Darryl to throw first.
is in all kinds of trouble now because of that.
Game on.
Well, he is. The big fan of the Nutty Boys almost gives a Glasgow kiss to the board, because I think Darryl Fitton realises just how important that leg win was.
54. $64. 96.
Pulling out a very good cover with his third dart.
A little strange, though, that he'd already be to the point where he's going for the cover shots after all the success on the 20s. So that's a sign of
40.
hope, except for that bounce out for John, that maybe he can break straight back.
Definitely 60 on the floor.
Because Fitton's confidence on the 20s has disappeared. He's scrambling around the board.
58.
Where's it gone? This man hit 6 180s already.
Well, I was going to ask, is that because he's one of those rhythm players like Ted Hankey, when it's firing in, there's no problem at all, and as soon as he just goes off rhythm...
Yeah, but what changed? I don't understand.
96.
Maybe that finish where he missed a few at the treble, but in any case, well, there, he gets a first start in. He should follow it. Yes, that's more like it.
He's dropping down for 19s.
177.
That's what we would expect.
Coming out of the shade and setting up an opportunity for the second set.
100. Darryl, you require 116.
Needs one treble 20 in this checkout. So a slight adjustment. Too much.
And when he's getting to the thinking phases of the outshots in the 20s, he's aiming at it instead of just the natural rhythm. Like you were saying, he is a rhythm thrower, it seems to be. He's got that pace, but John here.
135.
He wants to have a chance. If it gets it, if he gets it.
Requires 75.
He's put himself within a shout with a chance of levelling, but Fitton with one dart at double 6. This for the set against the darts. Got it!
Yes, that's game shot. And the second set. Darryl Fitton.
Darryl Fitton bounded onto the stage.
Darryl to throw first. Game on.
And the number 5 seed has taken the one opportunity offered so far. And that's the difference. Well, so far, so good for Darryl Fitton.
60.
His only problems, it seems, is when he starts thinking of victory. When it's all flowing, he's in the zone.
100.
Well, Joe Walton has played very well. Only the one leg where he missed a few darts at double. It's cost him.
100.
But he's not out of it by any means. Walton playing as well as he has since his title, I think.
Yeah, you do sometimes feel for John Walton. Out in the second round
85.
twice in the last 3 years, and losing to Ray van Barneveld in the quarterfinals last year with an average of 92.8, which would have been enough to win most games.
100.
Well, Fitton fan with a message, and the Dazzler's delivering.
$60.
Haven't seen a 180 for a while.
140.
Well, as I said earlier, it's very difficult to expect someone to keep up that sort of pace.
Darryl, you require 101.
Well, chance for Fitton. You're looking at treble 19. Well, he went treble 10.
69. John, you require 156.
And didn't make it to a double on that occasion.
$88. Darryl, you require 32.
Double 16 for Darryl Fitton. Keeping his nerve,
Yes,
keeping his
that's
aim.
shot on the first leg. Darryl Fitton. Second leg, John to throw first. Game on.
John Boy up against it. Fitton, the happier of the two.
89.
Well, he's lost that treble 20 again. Cowboys in the audience, not on the stage. These two, both full-time professionals
60.
now.
$96.
Another ton for John Boy Walton. And as the match progresses, the scores keep on building. Walton with 12 more 100 pluses, but it's Fitton that's managed to convert
100.
the hundreds into 140s, 180s.
But, you know, it's been as good a match as it has been because of Walton's consistency. The scoreline really hasn't been fair to John. But, fair doesn't enter into it, I suppose.
John 152.
These two treble 20s. Just screams in high of the wire. And another. Very good darts.
97.
Not doing the job, unfortunately.
Darryl require 71.
So treble 13 for his favoured double 16. Something bothering him in the background.
Well, he wants to be sure on a break opportunity like this. Double 16. Double 8. Ooh, that would have all but won the match for him.
John, you require 55.
Yeah, you feel it would have knocked the stuffing out of the Yorkshire number one. Who has a chance though. He's gone in the two. Rare sloppy dart in this match. And maybe it's the pressure that's getting to the former champ. Tops on though.
15.
Oh, a rueful shake of the head.
Yes.
Darryl, you require 8.
He takes a good look at the double. Double 4. Double 2.
Yes,
eventually.
On the second leg, Darryl Fitton.
Right, smiles at the Fitton count.
Throw first.
Well,
Took him a while, John,
Game
but he
on.
got there.
well, Fitton's been far too steady to miss too many darts for double. You can see one turn maybe, but not two. He's just been standing very solid, taking his time and delivering the dart very straight.
And what it does mean
58.
is that Darryl Fitton is now one leg away from the quarterfinals.
But again, you can see if he doesn't get the first dart, he's switching. And there we see the finishing stats. Now, under 80, John's only finished 1 out of 4
85.
attempts at turns to the board, and Darryl Fitton 80%, 8 out of 10 when under 80. You know, that's why he's been taking the sets.
95.
Yeah, Walton has had to rely on some big checkouts to keep pace.
Yeah, well, at least he was 50% from 81 to 130 there, so
64.
doing well there, but it's under 80 where he's faltered.
The Blues brothers are in town, but it's Walton that's got the Blues.
59.
If it's a soul man, how come there's two of them?
I
65.
think they're here just to jazz up proceedings. Darryl Fitton on the verge of the quarterfinals. Couple more of those will inch him ever closer.
81.
And he Needs every one of these. Could use a third. Yes, he's given himself some hope. A glimmer of hope, because still 6 darts from 208. Well, no.
Once again, he's dragging Daryl Fitton up.
140.
A deflection away from an 8th maximum.
And he's good in this range. We just saw he's 50%.
Will he go 18 with his first dart? To give him a shot at double 16, it's his favourite double!
Yes, that's game shot. And the third leg, John Walton. 4th leg, John to throw first. Game on.
Well, Walton couldn't buy a leg for love nor money.
Well, he's now 60%, finishing from 81 to 130. I suppose he relishes the challenge, focuses a bit more when it's a higher finish.
Well, that finish has certainly got his blood pumping.
Fitton had a run of 5 consecutive legs, winning.
57.
It just ended.
Well, it's a great spectacle, this match. Walton pushing hard
100.
to continue.
I guess you can't help but smile if you're a Fitton fan. No matter how seriously. Oh, look.
Yeah, he's given them plenty to smile about.
39.
The bounce out or off the dart?
Well, that was a great audio on that one too. That made a big thump.
Biggest thud on the hockey since Big John Henderson walked onto the stage.
You know, when you're playing darts on a sillier side, it's a lot of fun when they make a big thump in the board.
32.
But it's double 16 that John wants to have thump home. And it's awkward. He's got a lot of time. He's going to try and aim for that bottom section. Well, he went above. Well, what do I know? But you know what? In a way, it's good he left 32 again to come back to, instead of getting up to double 4, some odd number.
140.
That's his favourite double.
32.
So he has the confidence as he steps up to the hockey once again. All right, it's double 8. He's got to get this.
24.
Oh, shouting to himself, come on.
106.
It's shouting too late. Fitton with a chance, 10 or a 6. Usually he's on double 14. So it's double 9 for the match. And no wonder he's staring at this one. Not the outshot that most players would relish. But what a way this would be to reach the last 8.
88. John requires 8.
Dukes to the ground as he shoves the wire in. 2 falls for Walton. Well, it's 2 2s. And he's missed that.
Where'd it go?
Darryl, you require 18.
Went to the single 2.
Yes, well, double 9. He's going to take his time. As I said earlier, you can't imagine 2 turns missed from this man. He's going to clean it up, go for double 8.
2 darts at it. Only 1 to 1. And Daryl Fitton is through to the quarterfinals. The Trans-Pennine Clash has been won by the man from Stockport. And fighting fit, Daryl Fitton is in the quarterfinals.
The The single down average is
Well, a great
John
start to the evening's
29.03.
action on interactive TV will continue here from the Lakeside with Robert Thornton against Tony West coming up shortly.
A great game of darts has been completed here on the stage of the Lakeside, and as normal, we have to say goodbye to one of the players. A very proud man. Just a few short years ago, he was crowned world champion on this stage. Still one of the world's top players. He's going to be back. Ladies and gentlemen, Yorkshire's John Boy Walton. The gentleman on my right for his next match, if he'd like a pair of sunglasses, I shall be bringing a few hundred gross. Ladies and gentlemen, he's brought a bit of charisma along with great talent to our game over the past 18 months. Ladies and gentlemen, he's on his way, quarter-final bound, the Dazzler, Fitton. Fitton.